We live in an age where high demands are placed upon us. We're constantly bombarded with information. We're presented with ideas of beauty and success to measure ourselves against. It can feel overwhelming and have a negative effect on our mental health. But there are things you can do to look after your mental health, things you can do today and every day. We all know this stuff, right? So why don't we do it? Here's a recap on the basics of how to live well. Get connected. A handful of good, trustworthy friendships is way more important than being popular on social media. Cherish, look after and nurture these friendships. Talk to your friends and your family about how you're feeling. Be careful with social media. It's addictive. It's designed to keep you coming back for more. You don't need little thumbs up signs to validate your life. Really, you don't. Don't measure yourself against other people. Just be the best version of you that you can be. Laugh. Love. Feel loved. Love yourself. You are amazing. Remember this. Get active. Move. Get out of breath. You don't need to go to the gym. You do need to get your heart working. Make endorphins. Make serotonin. The recommended amount of exercise is 30 minutes 3 times a week. If you can't do this, and who actually can, what can you do?
I run for the bus because I'm always late.
I walk to work.
I go to Fight Club.
Every night, me and my husband go on a half-hour walk without fail.
Sleep. Depending on your age, you need to sleep for 7 to 9 hours a night. Go to bed at the same time and wake up at the same time. There's really clear evidence on this. Just do it. If we're tired, we're more at risk to all kinds of stuff like stress and anxiety. If you're having trouble getting to sleep, try sleeping in a cool room. Not Fonzie cool, ask your parents, temperature cool. Clear your mind. Focus on your breathing. Don't look at your phone. Your phone wants to trick you into thinking it's daytime by emitting blue light. Don't let your phone run your life. Read a book at bedtime. Eat well. Avoid junk food. Eat different coloured foods. Unfortunately, colourful sweets don't count. Drink water, not fizzy drinks. Food is fuel. Put the right amount of good fuel in, and your body will run more effectively. Notice. Just notice the clouds moving across the sky. At night, notice the stars. Close your eyes. Notice the sounds around you. Focus on these things. Congratulations, you're meditating. Do this often. Practice mindful meditation. Live in the moment. Be mindful. Stress. Think about what is causing your stress. Is there something you can do about it? If there is, do it. If there isn't, don't worry about it. Nothing good ever came from worrying. Talk to your friends. Seek advice if it's bigger than that. Look after your friends and family. Look out for their stress. Learn what to say to them if you think they're stressed or anxious. Tackle your stress. Be thankful. Think of all the things you have to be thankful for. Think of 3 good things that happened to you today. They can be small things like you heard your favourite song on the radio. A stranger smiled at you in the street. You didn't get any homework. It's the small things that count. Our sense of who we are and how we see ourselves has a massive impact on our mental health. Be good at something. If If you don't know what you're good at, try things out. Find something you enjoy. Practice it. Master it. Enjoy it. Be good at it. Sing, draw, paint, play music, write, cook, run, walk, play games, help others, do gardening, laugh, experience joy. Understand who you are. You are amazing. Look at you. Savour the moment. There is really good evidence to support that being part of something bigger than you is really good for our mental health. This is something we can all do regardless of our situation. Grow your community. Check on your neighbour. Turn off your TV. Get off social media. Get involved. Join a club. Enjoy nature. Be part of something bigger than yourself. You already are. Embrace it. Live it. Enjoy it.
So Suzy, does this mean that if someone was to do all of these things, they would never have mental health problems?
No, it's not quite as simple as that. And people with mental health problems already deal with enough stigma without us giving the impression that they've caused the problems by being negligent. Having the odd night when you eat a takeaway or go out and get drunk and then have a poor night's sleep isn't going to cause you to have a mental health problem.
But I suppose if you're doing these things regularly, then you put yourself more at risk.
Perhaps, yeah. So I guess if you're somebody that's got some kind of biological vulnerability or genetic vulnerability for bipolar disorder, say, and you don't look after your sleep, so maybe you go out to lots of festivals at some point, that might make you at risk of having a manic episode. Or if you're somebody that has a history of having depressive episodes, and then you're somebody that throws yourself into work and neglects the other important areas that we've been talking about, pleasurable things, exercise, spending time with your friends, then you might make yourself at risk of having another episode.
Okay.
The amount of risk factors somebody has is also really important. So if you're feeling okay, things are going well in your life, and you don't sleep very well for a couple of weeks, you're probably going to be able to cope with that, and it probably won't have much of an impact on you. But if you have lots of things going on in your life, if you have a relationship breakup, if you have problems at work, if you're struggling to pay the bills, and then your sleep isn't so good, and you neglect your sleep somehow, then that's probably going to be much harder to cope with.
What about the smaller things that people can do day to day? So maybe smiling at your neighbour when you see them, or being kind to people, being kind to your family.
Lovely, yeah. I guess anything that's going to bring your community together a little bit, being involved in your community, trying to invest in your community is really, really important. So actually those small things are very good for that. Yeah. But those bigger things, the reason those bigger things are so important is because we're doing something that's bigger than ourselves. So it's really good for our mental health if we can be a part of something that's bigger than ourselves. If you do these things in your everyday life, get connected, get active, sleep well, eat well, notice, be mindful, relax, tackle your stress, be thankful, learn, be good at something, and be part of something bigger than yourself, then you're giving yourself the best chance of having good mental health and well-being. Below this film, you'll find links to trusted organisations for more information.